Take a close look at this transformation. There is a massive difference between hair that is unkempt and damaged and a head of long, healthy locks. The right approach completely changes your appearance. But trying to grow your hair out usually leads straight into one of 5 walls. Your hair starts thinning, it dries out, you get persistent dandruff, the grease becomes too heavy, or you start noticing visible shedding. The instinct is to start trying random fixes, grabbing heavily marketed products off the shelf and applying them directly to the strands. That fails because those products are only treating the surface. They do not address the underlying physiological causes happening at the root and scalp level. To actually grow long hair, you need to replace product guesswork with a structured 5-step biological system. Step 1 is tackling thin, lifeless hair. The common assumption is that you just need a better or more expensive thickening shampoo. Those products coat the strand to make it feel fuller for a few hours, but they leave the actual problem untouched. This diagram illustrates the real issue. Your hair roots operate exactly like a plant base. When the constricted blood vessels beneath the root struggle to deliver sufficient oxygen and nutrients from your bloodstream, the hair grows weak, flat, and soft. The mechanical fix is simple. By performing a daily scalp massage using your fingertips in small circular motions for 3 to 5 minutes, you force blood into the follicles. This increased circulation delivers necessary nutrients to physically expand and strengthen the strand. You will know this is working immediately. A slight tingling or warm sensation on your scalp confirms that blood flow is increasing and reaching the roots. True hair volume cannot be painted onto dead strands with external products. It has to be built from beneath the scalp by feeding the roots. Now, step 2 addresses dry, frizzy hair. The immediate reflex for most people is to grab a bottle of raw coconut oil and apply it directly onto completely dry hair. Looking at this cross-section of a hair strand, we can see the critical difference between moisture and oil. Moisture is the blue water droplets inside the core of the strand. Oil is an external sealant. As shown here, the yellow oil layer fails to penetrate the core. It strictly sits on the surface. When you apply oil to hair that is already completely dry, you create a superficial, greasy shine on the outside, while leaving the core starved of hydration. The remaining water droplets evaporate out of the core, leaving the strand hollow and jagged, which is exactly why the roughness and frizz quickly return. To fix this, use the damp seal method. After washing, while your hair is still towel damp, apply a moisturizing serum. Then immediately follow that with a small amount of oil. This locks the hydration inside. Prioritize water retention over simply adding oil. Trapping water inside the strand is what creates lasting softness and eliminates frizz. Step 3 tackles dandruff. The common assumption is that white flakes are simply a sign of dry skin, prompting people to apply even more heavy oil to their scalp to fix it. This microscopic view reveals the true biological mechanism of dandruff. A naturally occurring scalp fungus aggressively feeds on excess oil buildup. As it consumes those yellow oil droplets, it rapidly multiplies into the white, irritating, flaky structures you see on your shoulders. Washing your hair every single day creates a vicious cycle. The oil is briefly wiped away, but stripping the scalp triggers an emergency overproduction of new oil. This floods the scalp and provides massive amounts of food for the fungus to hyperreplicate. To break the cycle, you need to use medical-grade treatments 1 to 2 times a week. Look closely at your shampoo labels for active ingredients like ketoconazole or zinc pyrithione. These are required to kill the root cause. Treating dandruff requires targeted antifungal warfare. Extra moisture or daily shampooing will only feed the problem. Step 4 is correcting an oily scalp. It is incredibly frustrating to thoroughly wash your hair in the morning, only to have it become heavy, flat, and greasy again by evening. This happens because of your body's overcompensation loop. Daily shampooing signals to your scalp that essential protective oils are constantly going missing. To defend itself, the scalp produces oil at an accelerated rate. The immediate, counterintuitive fix is to intentionally reduce your washing frequency. Giving your scalp a break allows its natural production cycle the time it needs to reset. In this diagram, we see a dense cluster of oil trapped at the root. By using a wooden comb daily, you provide the mechanical tool required to fix this. The comb physically drags the natural oils away from the scalp and distributes them evenly down the shaft, all the way to the dry ends. Natural oil is an essential conditioner for your hair. Grease is simply a symptom of poor distribution. Step 5 is managing hair fall. Before panicking, establish your biological baseline. Shedding 20 to 30 hairs daily is a completely normal part of the natural growth cycle. Shedding becomes abnormal when you see visible clumps or rapid thinning. While genetics often get the blame, the issue is frequently driven by internal factors like high stress levels or nutrient deficiencies. This flowchart demonstrates your body's triage system. When your intake of protein or iron is critically low, the body enters a deficit state. It immediately shuts down non-essential functions like hair growth and diverts those resources to protect your vital organs. To restart growth, you must supply the necessary internal fuel. Hit your daily protein targets and supplement with high-quality nutrients like biotin, zinc, and folic acid to give your body the surplus it needs. Because hair is physically constructed from protein, external shampoos are completely powerless against shedding caused by internal starvation. You have to fix hair fall from the inside. Let's recap the 5 steps. Massage your scalp for thickness. Use the damp seal method for moisture. Medicate with active ingredients for fungus. Comb daily for oil balance. And fuel your body for retention. By moving away from random, ineffective hacks, you now have a structured, biological system that addresses the root cause of your hair problems. These foundational rules are just the beginning. I will soon release a structured transformation blueprint that expands on exactly how to optimize this routine. But you can start today. Your challenge is to implement the damp seal method and a 3-minute scalp massage immediately following your next shower.